Alright, alrighty, so I am live. Hello everyone. Greetings, subjects. I am the great and benevolent Overlord Wrath, Emperor of the United Nation world of Terra, protector of her satellite Luna, and sovereign ruler of the system Sol. And I have my gun out for some reason or another. There we go. That's put away, and must have already talked to that Chorbon character about scanning the keepers. Let's see, where did I leave off? Let's open up my journal here. Okay, looks like it is time to go down to the Alliance docking bay, meet with the ambassador. I must have just been made a specter, if I recall correctly. You know, my brain don't work so well these days. Sorry, I keep looking over there. You guys are over there. There's nobody in chat right now. But I say you guys are over there because I keep checking. You know, I keep checking just to see on the off chance, you know. But nobody's down there right now. Ah. Sorry, it is my own fragrance that I made. It's the Imperial Consort's favorite. She probably still remembers what it smells like, but it's been a while. Anyway, so let's see. I was just saying, gotta go down to the ship, gotta speak to the ambassador. Quickest way to the ship is through the CSEC public transport thing. If that's their word for it. Rapid transport. Certainly feels like public transport, but okay.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Exogeny. Yeah, they're not a big player in the trilogy, but Exogeny, we'll see a little more of them probably in a later episode, probably not in this one, but Exogeny, they have a role to play in this game and a little bit in the next game. You hear the name in the next game is what I really mean. You hear the name. They're not strangers in the next game, but
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
oh, is he?
She's quick and quiet,
Doesn't
and you know
look
the crew.
too happy.
Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
What's going on? You got a problem?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There is more to this than that. I mean, come on. Sorry. I know there's nobody in chat. I keep looking over there, not just to check chat, but because I'm so glad that I figured out why it looked so awful in the last stream. If you watched it, whether you watched it when it first came out, when I streamed it, or after the fact, you will see that somewhere, maybe near the end, maybe in the middle, I'm not entirely sure exactly when I did it, I finally got fed up with the awful video quality, and I went and futzed with my settings, and now it actually looks good. So I've got my little monitor over there, and I can see not just the chat, but also what things look like to you. I know me being in the top left corner? Yeah. Here. Sorry, not used to YouTube yet. Me being in the corner that I am obstructs part of the screen. Obviously, if you're going to see my beautiful face, that's inevitable, but top left seems standard, I guess. I'm not going to say it doesn't obstruct the view. It does a little bit. But it's standard. I'll move it if I have to, okay? If you guys bitch and moan, I'll move it, okay? But anyway, Inspector can't answer to anyone but the council. Time for Anderson to step down. Yeah. I'm sure that's the official line.
You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, sir. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Oh, were you? Did I have that conversation with him? Oh, I normally have this conversation with Anderson earlier, or at least I remember having it with him earlier in previous playthroughs. But,
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
okay, so... I mean... Cool.
I won't let you down, sir.
That's
Saren's gone,
very good of you,
Don't even try to
Anderson,
find him.
but...
but we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
Alrighty, so... Gotta go to Pharos and Noveria, and... what else?
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Alright, so... obviously, the real threat is... I mean, the immediate threat is Saren, but the overarching threat, if you deal with that, you deal with Saren too. And in dealing with that, you learn to deal with Saren. Right? This is the thought process going on. A strategic mind. And anything to do with the Protheans and the Prothean extinction in particular is going to help us deal with the real threat, which is
Sounds like we should
obviously
head for the
whatever
Artemis Tau
wiped
cluster.
out the Reapers.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now.
Probably.
You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Alright, well, I'll try to keep things relatively clean.
I'll try not to
for
make things any harder on you,
Ambassador.
Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Such a debatable term, human. I like to say I'm very good at pretending I'm human. I know that biologically I'm basically minus some neurodivergence. I'm basically standard human biologically. Some neurodivergence, you can argue, but I like to say I behave very humanly. Keeps people on their toes. I have very human-like behaviors. It doesn't imply, or it doesn't confirm that I'm not human. But it implies it, and that makes people uncomfortable. I like that. Alright, Garrus, you got something to say?
We always see a few civilians hanging around the academy waiting to speak to an officer about some problem or other.
Inspect codex points. Oh look, inspect. Come on, inspect. There. Oh, and the thrusters too. Neat. Experience points. Might as well talk to Captain Anderson.
Yes, Commander?
So, you worked with the
I want to know the
Spectres?
truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being
Oh,
funded by Battalion interests.
Sorry
He
to
was trying to set
interrupt.
up a facility to
I
develop
have
illegal
food
AI
waiting
technology
right
out in
outside
the
my
world.
door.
Alliance
I forgot
intel
that.
had done all the work.
I'll be right back.
But the Council wanted a spectacle.
Don't go nowhere, anybody.
I was assigned to help Saren
I
in
mean,
his
to go
investigation.
anywhere, you would
We
have
tracked
to be
the
here.
scientist to a
So,
refining facility in Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Alrighty. I have food and drink, and I'm pretty well set. Ugh. Probably not going to eat, at least not on the stream, but we'll see. I'm not that hungry, so it can wait if I do decide to eat. Yes, so I left you with Anderson talking, and apparently there was a pretty simple plan. Quick, quiet, minimum bloodshed. So, yeah, that sounds like a great plan, but I bet it
guessing
didn't
things don't
happen
go as
that
planned.
way.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Oh, well, that's not good. Is,
How many
anybody
casualties?
hurt?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished.
Said I wouldn't
I
eat
ended
it,
up taking
but
the blame.
I am stuck in
That
my
ended
face.
all talk of
I was looking for this. Target eliminated, huh?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for this. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Yeah, that's hardly your fault, so.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. Maybe he just likes the violence.
Alright, well,
Maybe
that's
he was just trying to make me look bad to keep
keep
humans out of the Spectres.
looping if I do
If so,
that.
The only
So.
thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good.
Right, so tell me about this
What do you know
Artemis
about the
Tau
Artemis Tau
cluster.
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Prothean ruins, got it. And holding
How
up
are you holding up?
personally?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Sarah. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Alright. I get that. I respect that. Alright, nothing to ask about. Ferris and Bavaria can wait.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need me.
But tonight, we're gonna go figure out what the hell is going on with Liara. So, let's get the fuck on board this ship. Alright. And we got our airlock here. Enter Normandy.
Stand by, shore party.
You know,
Decontamination in progress.
this particular scene, it was originally put in to hide the loading screen.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson.
Oh, there we go.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on the chopping block.
Yeah, well, I may be next on their chopping block, but let them try.
Saren's out there somewhere.
I got
We're
a
gonna
stiff
find
neck.
him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. You got anything you want to say to the crew? Now's the time.
Alright, well, let's be real with them.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
It is time for us to prove we deserve a fucking seat on the council, just like we proved we deserve a Spectre.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
And you know, it's not gonna be easy. This guy has a head start. Probably a pretty big one. But we'll do it.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
And you know what? It's hard fighting for the galaxy. Galaxy is an abstract concept. But all of you have family. All of you have loved ones somewhere. Friends, maybe? Do it for them. I lifted that from somebody in Mass Effect 2. I'll try to remember to get to that particular scene with that character. If you haven't seen it, he delivers it a lot better than me. But everyone, the galaxy is counting on us.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he'd be proud, and that's why he
The
stepped
captain
down.
gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. I got some Paragon points. How was my progression looking? Okay, so what we're gonna do is fill up charm again. I want to have as much charm as I can. Like, I literally haven't touched anything else. I didn't need to until now. But now, starting to get into the... I mean, I've got two or three points left for charm to reach maximum. So, and I've got enough for most of the stuff I need. Enough charm. So it's time to start looking at other areas. Excuse me. I am gonna want to have pistols to here because that sniper rifle waiver. It's even worse in this game because, I mean, in this version of the game. In the original version, the reticule would wave and you could wait until it was lined up. Not so, Legendary Edition. Reticule's not lined up, the shot isn't accurate. If the reticule is lined up, shot might not be accurate, even still. So this is something I want to put at least a few points into. I want my accuracy to start going down the right path. Now, 5 points still, and also that is going to get me assassination. I'm going to do double damage with the assassination in there. Now, question really becomes, what's my next most important ability? Because in order to get to a worthwhile level in any of the other abilities, I need to spend 4 of my 5 points. So, for example, Spectre training, to get to here, where I have Unity and can get people up if they fall, it's 4 points. And all of this stuff increases the damage and duration, increases health, increases maximum accuracy. All of that is actually really good for me, for this particular character, for Ellie. Now, for electronics, I can get up to advanced overload. Now that means I can use electronics on average objects. There are some things that I am gonna need that for to get into stuff. But reduces heat buildup and increases tech explosion damage. Now, heat buildup on the sniper rifle is not that big a deal. On the pistols, it can be, but tech mine explosion damage, that's going to be after I've upgraded electronics and decryption, after I've made those a real feature of my play style here. In the meantime, I'm probably looking at possibly tactical armor, increased damage reduction. It's always better to be harder to kill, obviously. Everybody knows that. But for right now, just for now, I'm going to put equal points in here, even though that won't actually give me any new abilities. It's going to make the abilities I have better. So, better shield capacity, better tech explosion damage right there. The Spectre training, what was that? Infiltrator, yeah. So, when I am ready to get this one, Infiltrator, that is going to be a better choice if I've got these leveled up. Spectre training, I can put a point in and increase my maximum accuracy a little bit. Full effect of both of these, that'll be good for me. Now, time to, well, of course I gotta get the Codex EXP here. Come on. Oh, I got it. Okay. Alrighty, Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans.
Not sure about having aliens, huh? Is that what you're saying?
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Excuse me?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Thank you. Is that
Speak
going to
freely,
be a
Presley.
problem?
I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop her. We don't need their help.
It's not. It really is not just us.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you
Alright.
end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the
Oh,
only
bet
reason
they
the power
weren't.
was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Well, thank you. I mean, I didn't have much choice. I mean, here's the thing. War hero backstory, you basically had a last stand that beat off the enemy for long enough for reinforcements to come and save your ass. You were toast. Like, Ellie here, she was toast, and she had resigned herself to being toast. But she was gonna take as many people down as she could between now and when they finally smoked her. I really think that's what being a war hero boils down to. Like, at some point in any war, conflict, battle, fight, you know when you're done. Like, you know when you're not gonna win. And at that point, if you decide, well, I can't get them all, but I'll get as many as I can, that's when you become a hero. At least, if you live. If you live, you become a hero. If you die, they give you a medal posthumously, they give you a medal. And you get a few news articles about you. Now, if you do it once and live, you get a medal. They give you a few news articles, and then you live the rest of your life in relative obscurity. Do it twice, you start to pay attention. And that's sometimes rather unhealthy for you, because then they'll put you in situations where your only option is to do that. To hold the line until you get rescued. Or worse, just send you in, solve this problem. Basically treat you like a specter. Send you in, solve the problem, I don't care how. And when you do it, that's a hero. If you've ever read the Kai Cascade novels of Warhammer 40k lore, it is very much possible to end up a hero and do great things and be a great person while being an absolute coward, because there's literally no other way. You're shoved down the path because of bad luck a little bit and fate. Anyway.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, look, I got renegade points for telling him off. Alright, so another thing you'll probably notice is... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, more EXP? Excuse me. Another thing you'll notice, I like to talk to my teammates between missions. I am sure that, you know, somebody who was a little bit more, what's the word, familiar with how the relationship systems and the quests and all that work, they wouldn't need to run around and talk to everybody before every mission. I'm going to do a lot of that. This is a story game. I'm here to show you the story, ramble at you while I do that, and I'm going to let you watch the story and listen to the story. So we're going to talk to Garrus here.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Oh, you knew?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. CSEC, you married by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand completely.
Garrus. I'll decide. Thank you very much. When it's acceptable to take those sorts of risks. Answer, spoiler alert, is going to be almost never. Not 100% never, but close.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my due. I wouldn't mind talking more later.
What's your opinion of the
Kinda wish you got there sooner, Commander. No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Yeah. I mean,
They're the perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Ash, but
Dismissed, Chief.
I just the flirty way she says that makes me really salty that they never actually introduced female romance in Mass Effect. I know there are mods. I'm sure there are or will be soon mods for Legendary Edition. But aside from graphical tweaks, I've only ever played vanilla Mass Effect. And DLCs. Sorry. Not sorry, actually.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
I don't know. You tell me, Rex.
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Alright. Well, you give me a story and I will.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Or big deal. Just, yeah, that did happen. Yes, Rex. Yeah, that is a thing that I heard has happened.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Isn't it?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
So it's not quite the same.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
You know, yes, it's very clearly a touchy subject, but I'm not gonna poke it with a stick anymore. You know what? I'm not gonna.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying
Not
to get you
gonna
upset.
upset you, Rex.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
And see, here we go. I mentioned the genophage in my last stream. The genophage, it spans every single game. Every game touches on the genophage. It's a massive thing. It is one of the primary moral dilemmas in this game. Like, question of artificial / synthetic intelligence. Yeah, that's addressed as well. And it's looked at in a big way over this series, especially in the next game with Legion. But genophage is not only is it a more what's the word, more original problem to confront. Like, you'll get more context as my stream series with this goes on. Like, eventually I'm gonna stream the entire thing. Eventually all of this game will be laid bare on this channel. The genophage, it shows up this early. I'm in stream 3. Stream 3. And I've talked about it at least twice now. I'm barely in the game. I haven't even really gotten past the main tutorial. Like the big introduction. Haven't finished. Haven't gotten into the first real mission. The genophage is already a big topic, so we're gonna ask Rex a little bit more about this big
What
topic.
Can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth. Most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
And that's basically the state of affairs.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us
So long,
And that's where we're going to leave the genophage this time. I don't know if I've talked to Tally in this series a lot yet, but she's down here. Get this. Get this. Let's talk to Tally.
Amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Yeah, this is kind of a special ship.
Technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You like ships?
Technology's so interesting.
It comes with being a quarry. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're in ships that are 300 years
I can't
old?
believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work.
Excuse me.
Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Is it,
Can
do they
Captain choose to
normally?
reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Does sound a bit dangerous.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and a ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
I should go. Alright, I talked to Ashley. I think it's just Caden left. Oh, and the
Hey,
Alliance
Commander.
Requisition
Looking for
Officer.
some-
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking
Don't
back.
really need anything right now. That's my way of saying I meant to do that. I meant to just press space and exit out of that conversation. That's what I meant to do. Yeah. I'm coming up on 45 minutes in game here. I'm gonna want to take a smoke break and a bathroom break pretty soon here. If I'm completely honest, I don't normally need to smoke this often, but I mean, I need to use the restroom. I haven't smoked in a while before starting this stream. It's a confluence of factors. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream pointed at the beautiful galaxy map spinning, and I'll be back. I will. Oh, hi Morwen. Hold up. You wait right there. I'm going to show you someone. Oh, don't run away. Oh, this is Morwen. This is Morwen. Hey, you're choking me. Oh, get your paw out of my neck. That's Morwen. She loves me, I swear. She really does. She sleeps on my ankles at night. Probably because she knows if she didn't, I wouldn't feed her. That's not true. I would definitely feed her. Even if she hid under the bed all the time and never came out to say hi. Still feed her. When I first got her, I had to set up a little hidey hole for her next to my desk, next to my computer desk. That was where I spent all my time, you see. And I had to put her food and water right next to the computer desk, because otherwise she wouldn't come out and eat it. If I wasn't home, she still wouldn't come out and eat it. So I made sure she had access to it right outside her little hidey hole. She had to poke her head out a little bit, so if I was there, I could see her eating or drinking. But she's my cat. I get to see her. That's the rules. She's gotten a lot better since then. She's still real shy, but I promise she does love me. I'm gonna show you to her, or I'm gonna show her to you one more time. This is my kitty cat. She hates it when I pick her up. In fact, she's digging her claws into my shirt. Come on. There you go. Be a good girl. She absolutely hates being held, but I do it anyway because it's my cat. I'm allowed. She loves me. She just sometimes doesn't understand when claws are and are not appropriate. Okay. Smoke break, bathroom break. I will be back. feed you kitty. Here. Food. Alright. Sorry about that. Foreman was crying for food, and, well, you know that I need my nicotine. Alrighty, here we go. Get my headphones back on. Let's get back into it. Here we go. So, we've got this going here. We're gonna go and find Liara. It's the Artemis Tau cluster over here. And because I actually have played this game before, I know which particular system to go to. If you haven't played this game before, then explore all of them. They're all worth seeing, but this is a stream, and I'm not going to waste your time with the false hits. Like, there's some cool stuff to see, for sure, but I'm not going to see it on this particular stream. So let me just check these asteroid belts. Platinum. That's not going to be much use to me in this playthrough because I'm not doing a 100% completionist playthrough. Ugh. Carbonations. Asteroid. Ah. There we go. And now, I think I'm right in saying about this one. Here we go. Therum. Now, for getting Liara, we've got some significant combat challenges ahead. I don't like. I'm gonna die soon. I just remembered a particular scene in this, which is why I like to normally build my levels up more before doing it. So we're gonna bring our boy Garrus, and let's take Ashley, because a little more firepower is probably gonna help me. Because I need some firepower and some survivability. Garrus, I love Garrus. He's my boy. I'm gonna bring him with me, but he doesn't have firepower and he doesn't have survivability.
Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, let's upgrade these people. Now, balance of power is real different for my squad mates here. So, I got 12 points, and that regeneration, that's so helpful. I wish I had regeneration. Once I get up to higher levels, I'll start finding the gear for it, but it's so nice to have, especially in this early part of the game. She's mostly going to use her assault rifle, so I'll just go ahead and get that fully upgraded to the next point. Like advanced overkill. It's a pretty good place to leave her assault rifle skill. Turian agent. And I'm going to do something weird here, which is instead of getting decryption up, I am gonna put my points largely in first aid. We'll get him. Actually, hang on. We want him to have his sniper rifle skill. Then first aid. Because who is Garrus if not a sniper? Like, really? And I'm not going to be playing with helmets, because look at that. Ugh, fuck that. And no. And worse, no. So, I'm not going to be playing with helmets, okay? Unless they're required by the system. Until I come to those worlds, no helmets. Oh, Mako handles better. It was pretty bad. In the originals, it was pretty bad. The original game had really awful Mako handling. I think mostly because it felt really light. I guess that was because they were trying to evoke the effect of having Mass Effect field on this thing to make it able to move so fast and go up really high. Whoa. Whoops. Go up really high slopes, as it does. Or it did. So I'm just gonna speed through this section here. At some point, yep, here we go. Here come the fucking death. Oh. There we go. What are my key bindings for the vehicle? Down here in vehicle. Zoom. Where's my zoom? Aim, hold. Okay. Got an idea. Boosters. Oh, I've got boosters now. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's a level up. Let's see where I want to take things. Okay, I mean, that's... Honestly, if you're familiar with the game, that's kind of a no-brainer. And Garrus... Ashley. So we will go around. I do like how much more accurate this is as far as the gun itself. Get the fuck out of this thing. There should be a button. Q? Q then. And let's see. Right, well.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
I got used to Mass Effect 2's sniper rifle before I started this streaming series. So I'm used to it slowing things down for a second. Okay, we got one gate. I don't know which gate that is. Let's see. Looks like it's the gate I want. Let's get into the vehicle and oh my gosh, this looks so much better than it did in the last game. I can actually see everything. Or, I shouldn't say the last game. I mean in the original game, obviously, in the last version of the game that I'm playing. That's a Geth dropship, and that means okay. Alright. So, that wasn't so terrible. Must have been thinking of a different version. No, we've got a tunnel and then more. That's right. There we go. This is this upgrade to the controls and the handling. This has made the Mako way more deadly. Way more deadly than it was. Like before, yeah, I could get through all of this easily in the Mako. It would take a while. But this one is this one is honestly a lot more intuitive. As you can probably tell, is I'm picking these guys off like nobody's business. Like I already got another level. Man, this game hands them out like candy. Like candy. So they are giving me twice as many points per level. So same skill progression. This is a little bit tricky for me. Tech explosion damage up. It's there. This is really just a tech explosion damage upgrade for right now. An increase of 5% is more significant than that, so here though, damage and duration increase. You know what? I think it's time to start going for armor. Pretty soon I'm going to start getting acceptable loot, decent loot. I want to have the armor skill to put on medium class armor. Ashley, I reckon again it's going to be a pretty even split between combat armor and assault training. That's what she is for. Garrus, we got a decent amount of first aid here. His sniper rifle's skill is a little lower than his assault rifles right now. I could bring it up to here, but I don't need to yet. First aid I can max, not max, but I can get it. We can increase it from where it is. But I think, just like me, I'm going to want the tactical armor. He'll want sniper rifle as well, I think. Because that's where Garrus shines. He has a sharpshooter. I mean, he's my boy. Of course he is. Alright. Now, this is the part where I start quick saving frantically. Because I know that I'm gonna die several times. Get out of my way, Garrus. hold on. Ooh, okay, I haven't put any of these powers into place here. Shield disruption. 2. Shield boost. Assassination. 2. Shield boost. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright. And you see what I mean about wanting to get my sniper rifle accurate. Whoa. Okay, we've got more sniping happening. There we go. Alrighty. Oh. Can't quick save during combat, which is probably a good thing. Okay.
Negative contact.
Let's see. Does that? No. What did I set my healing to? 5? No.
Good to go.
Okay. Oh no. Yep. This is where I die. I'm gonna die at least once here. Here we go. I'm gonna fortify myself with a drink here. If they haven't watered down this fight, this is the single greatest argument I can think of for not getting Liara first. I really hate this fight. The Geth Colossus in the early game on foot.
Charging up.
Gel deployed.
Okay, I got the problematic Death Stalkers. I'd say I got them. Oh. Told you I was gonna die. Apparently that's how it happens. I got really focused on the firefight for a second there, and I didn't realize. Wow, it was about to shoot, and holy fuck, it can fucking shoot real hard. Thought I had enough to survive a shot, at least. Wow, Harris is dead, so that's great. Ah, I was trying to press the button for first aid, and I couldn't. Sorry that I get so quiet in combat situations. I'm really, really trying to focus. Alright, okay. You and you, both of you. Over here, stay the fuck out of sight. Don't get killed. Come on. Both of you. Okay. One of you. One of you. Okay? God. I don't like this. I do not like that. What was I standing on? No, no, no! Ah. Alright, so that just happened. Killed it and it fell right where I wanted to be. So that's great. Blocks my point of view of the Colossus. Well, I say Colossus. It's an armature. I've gotten close enough to it to see that. Still, okay, and I shoot. Who's shooting me now? Don't like that. Whoa, okay. Heal. Shield. I used my shield and I healed. Alright, I'm gonna do this fight. I'm gonna do this fight. I just told you I was gonna die. realize it could shoot me there. Oh. This is on normal difficulty. In case you're wondering, no, this game isn't that hard. I'm just bad at games. In case it was difficult to tell. You fuck right off. We're gonna do this fight. It's just you begin to see why I said that I was gonna die. It's because it's true. I'm gonna die a bunch. I said this in the very first episode. Okay. I don't want you to be alive. Okay. Put away my pistol. And that was that fight. took a lot longer than expected, but I did the thing. Told you I was gonna die. I told you. Told you a bunch of times. I'm sorry I got quiet. I'm not as rambly and incoherent when I'm trying to survive. Oh look, more Geth. Fuck you in particular, my mans. Whoa! No! No! No, 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 no. No, don't want to take cover there. Oh, how. Wow, there's no cover to be had in this entire stairwell, is there? Oh my god. This is rough. Okay. In the elevator. Okay, take the elevator down. Woo! We made it. This is likely to be a long episode. I did no leveling prior to this mission. I normally grind a little or start with a character that's already high level. Oh no. Alrighty. Fuck you in goddamn particular.
Protheans built to last. More in here.
50,000 years, that'll happen to ya. Hi, Morlan. She's sitting next to my wallet, looking judgmental because I'm talking to you instead of going to bed and letting her sleep on my ankles. She's very huffy about that, but what else am I gonna do, right? Somebody help you? You sound cute. Let's do that. Wow,
Can
they
you hear
didn't
me out
even...
there?
Okay.
I'm trapped. I need help.
Yeah, no, we hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Alright, you're
How did you end
trapped.
up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil. I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. But when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is
Alright.
working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Alright,
Just need to figure
we'll
some
get you
way
out.
past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. But when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Yeah, okay, I heard you,
There's a
Liara.
control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Have they? Have they indeed trying different ways to get past the barrier, huh? Wow. Oh, okay. Let's see. Hang on. No, that's not what I want. Equipment. I'm gonna take whatever that is. I'm gonna take all of that. Okay, so I've got my combat sensor. Upgrade that actually. And then what do I have for this? Heat absorption or high caliber barrel, or improved sighting. Oh, I actually, for a sniper rifle, I might really want that. For this particular... God, because it's so hard to hit what you're aiming at long range. And that's the entire point of a sniper rifle. Yeah, armor piercing, chemical, excuse me, anti-personnel. Honestly, I'm gonna go with chemical for now because I'm not going to open up my inventory and change my ammo type every time I face a different type of enemy. Oh, excuse me. I know that's not the most efficient choice, but I'm gonna do it. Let's see, for that, we'll do that. Oh, this is rounds. That was the definitely chemical for you. Hammerhead? No. You know what? We're gonna call those ones armor piercing. Garrus. Radioactive rounds. Let's give you. You know what? Weapons force. Then over here. No, you don't need a heat sink on that. You need that. There we go. Rounds. Over here we've got let's go with chemical rounds. Okay. So, Gather gone. Fire up the laser. I love that. Fire up the laser. No. 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 Yeah. Okay. No. No. Yeah. I know, it's a process, alright? There. It's systematic, okay? It's not always fastest. I'm sure I could memorize it, alright? It's just, we've got a problem like that. There's no need to memorize the solution. It's literally just proceed through the steps. You'll get there. Sort of like the Tower of Hanoi. that appears later in this same game. In Mass Effect 1. In Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it will still appear. I am sure it will. Let's get the fuck up to Liara. Save.
Oh, how did you get in here?
Hi, cutie.
I didn't think there was any
You know,
way past
I've
the
been
barrier.
thinking about it. I have been thinking about it. And as far as romance goes, for Ellie here, I said, I might romance Garrus. I really like Kelly Chambers. These are both true statements. But very, very first time I played through Mass Effect 1, I wasn't playing Ellie. Actually, I wasn't playing Ellie. Very first time I went through it, I romanced Liara. Now that was with a male shepherd. I used to prefer the male shepherd. I am mask presenting, as you can no doubt see. Don't mind the lack of mustache. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on the mustache. It went away, it's coming back. That's all I have to say. But, yes, I'm mask presenting. I used to prefer a male shepherd. But then I made Ellie, and Ellie is just a much better fit. Like, the acting just fits a little better with my internal processing. Like, my internal idea of who Ellie Shepherd is. It's matched better by the voice acting. And the writing, I should say. My idea of how M. Shep, don't like that. My male shepherd, I don't remember what his name was. I've used a few. I think the most recent male shepherd I played was named Valen, after Jeffrey Sinclair's character on Babylon 5. Spoiler alert. Although, if you have not watched Babylon 5, and you need a spoiler alert for that, shame on you. Shame on you. That is the best sci-fi series I have ever seen. Objectively the best. Like, I don't know what to tell you if you haven't seen it yet. If you don't know the name Valen, and you don't know, oh gosh, Jeffrey Sinclair is, oh no, he's a character name too. I don't remember the actor's name. I'm bad at actor names. Anyway, point is, that's the last male character I played. He didn't make decisions 100% as Valen would have done. He's not a Minbari. But once I found Ellie, and I went through the game with Ellie here, there was no going back. And when I did that, I also romanced Liara first, even though I'd already seen the path with male shepherd. So, I'm thinking, you know, that Liara, she's gonna be there in all 3 games, after all. I'm gonna be streaming this. A little continuity would be nice. And, I mean, if I don't go with Liara, my only other real option is Caden. And, don't get me wrong, I like Caden. He's okay. But I haven't done the romance path with him. Ever. Because... no. Thanks. No. I feel a little bad saying that. the reason I feel bad is one of my exes told me that Caden's romance path is actually really nice, like really worth seeing. But no. I'm sorry, no. If I could romance Ashley as FemShep, if Ellie here could pursue romance with Ashley in the vanilla game, because I'm not going to do mods. Not on this playthrough. We'll see about later ones. But maybe then, but Caden just doesn't feel right, and I mean, I don't know if you've learned this yet, but I feel like you're going to if you haven't. Don't pursue relationships that don't feel right. Don't do that. If it feels right, go 100%. That's where I am with my Imperial consort. Things are rough. Things are difficult. Not through her fault or my fault. Things are rough. But me and my Imperial consort are, at least I know for my sake, for my part, devoted 100%. Feels right. You find something that feels right, go 100%. Don't back off when it gets hard. Now I'm not saying stay in an abusive relationship. Don't put those words in my mouth. I know I said those words. I was saying, I am not saying that. No, don't put those words in my mouth. But if it gets hard for no fault of your own or your partner's, but it feels right, if that's the relationship you think, if you're convinced that you need to be in that relationship and they want to be in a relationship with you as well, obviously consent is, I mean, it's super important. I feel bad I have to say that part, but obviously if it's a consensual relationship, if it is consensual and both of you are sure you want it to happen, go 100%. 100%. Just, people keep watering down 100% by adding 110%, 1,000%. People keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger than 100%. But in the true sense of 100%, commit all of yourself to this pursuit. Commit 100% of yourself to making sure that the other person is happy and can be with you. 100%. I'm definitely rambling. I've gotten way off track. You know, I blame this. But I've talked a little bit about my Imperial consort. I'm not going to give everyone the details of our private life. Things are rough and not through any problem of either of us, not through infidelity, not through any choice one of us has made per se. There are consequences of choices made that have not helped. But but the current situation with myself and my Imperial consort is not going to continue indefinitely. Ugh. I wish there was something happier to say about it. Not going to continue indefinitely. The way I like to say it is the worst case scenario is I just have to outlive her parents. I can do that. I want it to be very clear, she is of age. My Imperial consort is of age, and she was before I ever expressed any interest in her romantically. I might have met her once when she was a minor. I don't remember very well, because if I did, I must have categorized it under, oh, this one is a minor. Like, don't talk to that one. You're not being paid to talk to this child. Don't do it. I don't talk to children I'm not paid to talk to. If she was 17 when we first met, then I don't remember it, but it seems plausible. I know she volunteered at the aquarium before I ever realized or expressed interest. I shouldn't be so specific. I should not be divulging all of this. But anyway, point of the matter is, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to really watch this anyway. But hey, if you do, go after the person you love 100%, as long as they're okay with it. They tell you to stop, you better fucking stop. And don't listen to anybody else. Don't let anybody else make decisions for you and the person you love. Okay? Okay. Well. Superior firepower is how I got in.
The mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Alrighty.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Alright.
I still cannot believe
probably
this.
gonna finish
Why would
this
the Geth come after
and then
me?
get out of here
Do you
because
think Benezia's
it's
involved?
pretty sure it's
Saren's
after
looking
midnight.
For the conduit. Think fast, Miss
Wait.
Parthian expert.
Wait.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Alright, let's get the fuck out.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
ETA 8 minutes. How long am I gonna be in this elevator shaft? Alright. So it did save my content right beforehand, thankfully. We got Sus Krogi.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
How about I don't
She'll
give
stay
it,
with us, thanks.
give you the doctor?
Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. None. Doesn't matter.
Alright, we got shields. So, I gotta level up. I'm gonna do that real quick here. Cause, oof. I'm gonna need it. I think my tech explosion damage is gonna be real helpful now. And for Ashley, let's get you. There we go. Extra weapon and especially melee damage. For you. Oh goodness. We want to get that medium armor upgraded. Available. I will get there soon. Probably next level. Oh, and Ashley. Oh. No more here. Oh, that was close. Did you see my health at the very end of that firefight? That was a rough one. Alrighty. So we got Liara out. We've got a couple of scenes to get through here.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Oh,
we
Joker.
almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker
Yeah,
pulled our asses
well.
out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
You don't look that
Just how
old.
old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Okay.
Did your research turn up anything
What do you
interesting?
know?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Alrighty, so who
If
started?
the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Alrighty.
They were wiped out by
I
a
think
race
I
of
can
such
help you with
machines.
that.
The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
So
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on
a
Eden.
little bit crazy,
It burned a vision
but
into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Sarah or the
thank you,
Of course,
Kaden.
you're right.
Ellie
I
is a
am
little
sorry my
flustered.
scientific curiosity got
She
the better of me.
she
Unfortunately, I
thought
do not have
that
any
Liara
information
was
that can help me
paying her a
find the
compliment.
Or Saren.
Okay.
I don't know why Saren
Okay,
wanted
so
you out of the
you,
picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
please.
Thank you, Commander. Saren
Just,
might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Cool.
Thank you, Commander.
Good to have
I
you.
am very grateful.
Yeah.
Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chalkwasher should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yeah.
We can talk
let's,
again after you've
talk
seen the
later.
doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Yeah.
Patch him through.
Patch him through.
Setting up
Let's
the link
talk
now,
to
Commander.
these bad boys.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
It's alright. Don't worry, that's
Liara's
fine.
on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I mean, yeah,
The Geth
it
were
kinda
crawling all over those
was.
ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander.
I didn't mean to blow it up, okay? I had to save a person's life. Alright, so that's all I've got for you on this stream. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a pleasure talking to my subjects. None of you guys showed up. My chat is still totally barren. But that's probably for the best because I rambled a lot about some things that maybe I shouldn't have. But it's fine because no one's ever going to see this screaming into the void anyway. And as long as I'm screaming into the void, I might as well be as totally honest with it as I can. Right? So thank you so much for being here with me. Even though you didn't show up while I was doing the stream, if you're watching this, you've been here with me the whole time. Thank you so much for that. It still counts if you watch it after the fact. Don't worry. It's fine. I still love you. And all the stuff about my Imperial consort, don't worry about it. It's gonna be alright. It'll take a minute, but it's gonna be alright. Someday. Alright. So enough of that. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. I'm just gonna press some buttons.